What happens when there is no roadmap, no previous reference, and no predefined certification structure? Hello, I am Saurabh Raj, Senior Operations Executive at Aleph India Group. Today we will talk about a case study of All India First License process. So this is the story of how we successfully handled an All India First BIS certification case under IS 405 Part 1 1992 for lead sets and strips for chemical purposes. At first glance, it looked like a normal BIS application, but we followed the standard BIS certification process under the normal procedure, which included application filling, document preparation, factory inspection planning, sample testing coordination, and technical discussion with BIS team. But very soon, we realized this was not a routine project. Because this was an All India First license case, there was no clear industry reference available. The product manual was not introduced and practical implementation was still unclear for many stakeholders. The biggest challenge was defining the scope and testing coverage correctly. As per the product manual, the product involved multiple thickness ranges from 0.5 mm up to 16 mm along with different chemical composition like pure lead and lead alloy. Now the real question was, should every thickness and every variety to be tested separately? If that approach had been followed, the client would have faced extremely high testing cost, huge sample preparation requirements, longer approval timelines, and increased operational burden. Instead of blindly following the expensive route, we carefully studied the complete product manual, grouping guidelines, and testing structures. During our technical analysis, we identified an important logic in the grouping guidelines. For thickness coverage, testing of the lowest and highest thickness was considered sufficient to cover the complete range. This became the turning point of the project. We prepared the entire application strategically, like correct scope drafting, proper grouping justification, technical interpretation of the product manual, sample planning based on extreme range coverage, alignment with BIS testing and inspection requirements. The challenge was not only technical, the bigger challenge was convincing the authorities with proper logic and compliance reasoning. We conducted detailed discussions and justified that our approach was technically correct, commercially practical, fully aligned with BIS guidelines. Another major difficulty was arranging and coordinating the required testing infrastructure and documentation because the standard involved chemical composition testing, thickness verification, quality assurance planning, inspection and testing control, and test certificate formatting. Since this was a new and uncommon certification area, every step required extra attention. So there was no shortcut. Everything had to be interpreted, planned, and executed carefully. After continuous follow-up, technical coordination, and proper compliance execution, the BIS license was successfully approved. And that approval became more than just a license. It became a benchmark reference, a successfully executed All India First case, a proof that technical understanding and logical interpretation matter in BIS consulting, a reflection of Aleph India Group's technical capability and commitment towards clients, proof that strong logic and deep standard understanding can simplify even the most complex BIS challenges. This project reinforced one important belief that at Aleph India Group, BIS consulting is not just about filling application, it is about ownership, technical expertise, problem solving, and standing with the client until the final approval is achieved. So, if you have any query regarding All India First license case, so feel free to reach us on the given contact details on the screen. Thank you.